All right, so today we're having a glimpse about my operations between CandleStart and my other businesses. But today we're going to start with Kavinda because Kavinda is going to tell me what's happening around. So I don't know. Do you have anything exciting, perhaps? Nothing, right? Nothing exciting with CandleStart. No, did we have any complaints? Anything you're struggling with? Anything that I can look into?
We have some fragrance. We need to get the restock.
So we got to restock on the oils, but we had a complaint with someone was mentioning that one of the oils didn't smell like they used to,
Yeah, exactly.
which was the oud, right?
Oh, yes.
So I spoke to them and I was like, everything smells the same. We opened this one from our sample tray, which is the same one they smelled when they came here. And then I opened one of those to double check and it smelled the same. But you never know. Sometimes the heat or anything could have damaged the oil. But yeah, we're also going to be introducing new oils and that should be coming in the next 2 to 3 weeks. We have a new oil that is cedar and leather that should be arriving next week. And then we're going to be having a restock of the lemon lavender, which is one of our best sellers. We've got the amberfolia, the nut oud, musky oud, very nice, and the saffron noir. The saffron noir is one of our latest scents that has been, where is it? This one. This, we recently added it about 2 months ago and it's moving very, very quick. You've got saffron, cardamom, cinnamon, rose, leather, oud, amber, vanilla, and musk. Very nice. What's our best seller for July in the last 10 days?
Amberfolia and the berries and the musky.
Musky oud. Berries and amberfolia. Berries was my favorite. Amberfolia is also very good, but I think musky oud is much better because this is what everyone can relate with in the market. So you're in the Middle Eastern market, in the region, you want to have this in your line at least. So what started 6 years ago in a small corner of my apartment is now officially the first specialized candle making supply store in the UAE. Okay, so how did we come up with the design of this store? So a couple of years ago, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna have my first official store for this brand, it's gonna have to be amazing. I'm gonna put my all-in effort, all my funds into it and make sure it's gonna be future-proof. So the idea was that I wanted a small kiosk that is also a shop and also at the same time, 3 to 4 people can work at the same time together. And there's no conflict when you're crossing by. So one can enter from here, one can enter from there, and then you've got 2 people here. And you've got a POS system that should have been there, but we didn't need it. So the idea was we've got one person here, an accountant or a manager. We've got another person there on that side, and then we've got 2 people here. And I think I did a pretty good job at it, to be honest. We've got the fragrance oils on display. We've got some of our products, demo units, the wax melter. You've got our perfume stuff, the waxes, candle making supplies, the jars on that shelf. I was also meant to add some more shelves here, but I didn't want to get too condensed with all the things. It has to be simple, modern, and clean. You need to have space between all your products so it can register in the client's eyes. And it just looks cleaner. So my daily fix, the Himalayan lime, the mantra, really good stuff. You gotta always keep hydrated in this country. Electrolytes. Anyways, so we did this design, we made sure that everything is on point. We want it to be future-proof, so it's a permanent store that we can operate from, display our units, and everything is on display. This is one of my favorite sections. You've got about 36 cents or 32 cents, I think 32 cents. But I have an issue there. It's not future-proof. I've got about 50 to 80 cents that I have to be introducing in the next 12 months. That's in the pipeline, and that's something Kavinda needs to take care of. I'm joking, but we're gonna be taking care of that and making sure we have a proper shelf. Maybe we'll build on top of where the POS system was meant to be, but I think we can do a proper scent section where everyone can try it out, and maybe have another sanctuary section because sometimes we get 2 customers that want to try these samples, and we've got very exciting scents coming. It's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit. I can tell you a little bit about it. We've got butterscotch bubbles coming in. We've got pistachio cream coming in. I'll leave the rest for later. And something sandalwood. Anyway, so you've got everything top of the line. You've got products that are coming from Germany, the States, China, Australia. We've got a big range of candle making supplies that are very reliable and very consistent when it comes to production and candle making. Then I've got my little section. Again, this was meant to be for another person in this business, but for now, this is my little lab. This is my little perfumery lab. I studied perfumery in France at JUP, which is Grasse Institute of Perfumery. We did a 6 months class, and what we did is we learned how to understand raw materials and perfumery. This was actually a decision to be made because when you're starting a business, you always want to be on top of things and you always want to be the best in the market. And the way to do so is through learning things. And what comes with candle making originally is scent. Scent is perfumery. So we started to understand the science behind perfumery, making perfumes, and guess what? Candle making fragrance oils is not as easy as making perfume oils. But yeah, we learned the hard way. We're experimenting. We're doing a few things. We've got sea rose here that I'm playing around with. This is currently macerating right now. You've got snow rose, and then you've got plenty of other perfumes over there that I've been experimenting with. Anyways, enough about perfumery. This is my little collection over there. One of my favorites, Kayali, Amouage, and Fugazi. You've also got some German brands, and this is the LV exclusive to China, Ink Mark. One of my favorites. Then we've got our storage, and we've got 2 other shops over there, but one of those shops I had a little project that I wanted to do. Things got in between, so we had to delay that. But let me show you. This store is my little project that I wanted to work on. I wanted to have like a full-on perfumery store with a place where you can make your own perfume, but things got in between, so we had to delay a little bit of things. Now we are using it for some stuff that I can't really talk about right now. But yeah, these are the 2 stores. Then I've got another shop downstairs, and we're gonna be going there just to show you around. And don't mind me, it might look dead over here, but I'm very happy being in this place. It's very zen. Every time I want to try to forget something, this is where I go. More shops are closed, except ours. So we've got more stock over here. This is usually where I conduct my one-on-one workshops. You know, there are some people that would like to learn more and take their time with it. So what I do is I'll plug this store just specifically for that. We spend about 5 hours where we learn the full foundation of candle making. They make their own candles, mold container candles. They understand the science behind fragrance oils and candle making, and different approaches on how to launch their brand in the market and how to position them also. But yeah, we help them with that. And then there's also a 2 weeks, you know, any questions they have, troubleshooting and stuff, we'll also be there to help them with it. But yeah, this is our 3rd store, and it's all under one place. So I kind of designed it in a way where, you know, I come here, I have my stock, I have my shop, I have my little office, I have my little showroom. I can also just, you know, from one place dispatch it. People can come, see and go, and we can just have our workshops as well. Also, sometimes we get a pre-order, so I make sure that I prepare it. This is an order going to Kuwait or Egypt, but it's missing one item, so we're waiting for one of our suppliers so we can receive it and dispatch it along with this pallet. And there's some wicks going with it and some fragrance oils. But yeah, anyways, I gotta go now. Now we gotta go meet our supplier for our car wash business, so I'll take you there. So what started 6 years ago in a small corner of my apartment is now officially the first specialized candle making supply store in the UAE. Hello, Slava. How are you? How are you? Good? You all right? All right, so we're here at the car wash supplier, Matt Detailer. Slava, if you want to work with the best, he is the best. We ordered some stock from him.
What's up, guys?
That's him. He does look like a scientist, right? Seriously, the best supplier in Dubai for car wash stuff. I shouldn't be telling them my suppliers, do I?
Yeah, in return, I should say he's the best buyer. He's emptying out my shelf.
And he's emptying my pockets. Yeah, so we're buying stock because the main distributor of this brand, not him, is not restocking anytime soon. So I want to make sure that our operations at the car wash business is on point. Yeah, what we got to do is make sure that we're consistent with our products and no change in the quality of the car wash that we offer in the market. So we're going to be buying a lot of these stock. We already have, but I want to make sure we have more. We'll take the Polestar. For the discount is 25% or
45.
45. You heard it, you heard it. Now we're gonna go check out one of the jobs that we have for PPF. This should be delivered on Wednesday evening, so we gotta make sure that it's on track. All right, we just got here. Moving on. All right, so since they're closed, we're gonna go check out on Edgemel and the team. They've got a detailing job going on, and we'll have a look, and then we're gonna take their van because we've got some exciting things that we're gonna do to that van. All right, we finally got here. We're trying to find the boys, Edgemel with the team. They're currently doing a detailing job for a crossover, so it's slightly on the SUV side. We're gonna check on the quality of the work, and then once they're done, we're gonna take the van and drive all the way to Ajman to get some stuff done to the van. They're doing the detailing job for the last 4 months. Mistakes can happen sometimes, but so far so good. I think 99% of the time they've been delivering. Oh, there they are. Okay, we found them. That's them. Is that them? Yeah, that's them. All right, so we got Ajmal right here. We've got Joseph. Ajmal! That's my partner. He's the one that is handling all the car wash stuff, the protocol, the training, and all the products that we're using. All of that training is done by him. Every car wash business wishes to have someone like him, trust me. Okay, so you have to check the car, make sure that the quality is on point. I know Ajmal is taking care of this, but you never know. Sometimes Ajmal is exhausted. What's up, guys? Let's get an additional light. The way we start is we start from the inside to the outside. That's Ajmal right there. So far, so good. Other companies tend to miss inside the AC unit. So we try to get inside of these to make sure that any dust that is collected inside is out. There's a lot of dust here and there's a lot of water stains. Now, there's a very big challenging part when you're washing in the parking lots. We are not allowed to be using water. So we have another solution for that. This car is not that bad. It's not that dusty. It doesn't have that sticky dust layer sticking on the car. So we have other chemicals and solutions that can actually clean that car. Right, Mr. Ajmal? Yeah, he moved from Canada and now he probably wants to move back, I guess. These things, we also conduct a full inspection before we start. We get a full report in case the customer claims that we damaged his car. We have a full document that documents this. All right, so all of this we're gonna remove. You see all the sands over here, all of that in between the rubber. Another challenge also we get is there's usually not enough lights. So we've got plenty of these in the van to make sure that we're always geared up and we can see every part in the car. That's Ajmal. I'll probably pass it on to him later.
Usually when we see carpets that are heavily soiled, we of course follow them with a vacuum. Then depending on the package, they get a nice steam clean as well.
Very challenging to do it in the parking lot because we can't be using any water, but we've got the right products and tools to get this done. We've got a nice finish, not the best finish, but you get an amazing finish without the water pressure that we're using and the chemicals and tools. Very easy, fresh fabric towels on every car. We take this job very, very seriously at the highest standards to make sure that your car actually increases in longevity. Right now, in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna be taking the van and take it to Ajman. So Ahmed's done our fit out for our van. We're here to fix a little bit of things. He actually fucked up. No, I'm joking. He did an amazing job. Let me give you a quick tour. So this is quite packed, but we managed to do everything that we have imagined with the help of Ahmed. We got a water tank that is about 500 liters. We got an air compressor staircase. We got 2 pressure washers. We've got detailing goods over here. So you've got the brushes, fresh towels, chemicals, everything else is in here. We've got the lights and the cameras and the mounts over here. In the back, we've got the 2 pressure washers, the reel to power the vacuum or whatever you want on site. We've got the air compressor, the generator, and some storage. So we're just changing this to have a 360 rotation platform. So instead of the output exhaust coming out here, it will be straight out of here, and then we can facilitate and use this space. We also need to talk to Ahmed about our second van, which he's very excited about. These guys work very hard. That's why we like to work with them. To be the best, you gotta work with the best. This whole thing is gonna be replaced into a 360 platform. So our next van is gonna be much bigger. We should be receiving that in the next 4 days, and then it's gonna sit with him. The second van is gonna sit with him for like 1 week, I think.
Just 2 days.
About a month. But we're gonna experiment a lot of things with the second van and see how we can make it even better compared to other fit outs that Ahmed has done. Because, you know, with us, we're a little bit spoiled. We wanted a little bit extra. Okay, so now that we've got our generator finally fixed, looks like we're not going to be able to add another platform here to add more spray bottles because we need to get something more custom fit. The length of this, for this kind of door, this door is a bit smaller than that one. Now, the next pain point that we have with this small van is this compressor in summer always struggles to sustain power when having the water pressure on at the same time. So we're trying to add a fan that cools down the compressor, which allows us to run this for a much longer time. But to do so, we need to have an output, which means that we might have to cut a little bit on top just to have like an exhaust system, or from the sides over here where the output, the air just goes out and it doesn't keep heating up inside. So there will be no heat retention. Anyways, we'll talk more about that in the second episode.